Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Monkey in the Morning. I'm your host, the Ranting Monkey, and I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Let's call it Monday. How are you guys doing today? I'm all right. Had a little sore. Them girls, man. Oh my God, they wear me out. They the 5-year-old. Oh, she was so sweet yesterday morning. So I get up and I go upstairs, and she's in the chair where Grandma usually is. Grandma's making some coffee. And she usually cuddles with Grandma there. And the baby's on the floor, so I get down and play with the baby on the floor. And the 5-year-old comes and cuddles right up next to Grandpa. I was like, oh my God, can I buy you anything? What would you like? And then the 1-year-old came over, and just so much fun. However, Grandpa's not built for that stuff, guys. It's painful, and I haven't been sleeping. I didn't sleep this morning or yesterday morning, whatever freaking day it was. I got a little bit of a sleep before we did our game stream, and now I'm here with you guys. And I missed you. Did you guys miss me? I'm sorry I didn't do a show yesterday. I was trying to make sure I got some sleep so I could play with the girls, and it's like, you know what? Maybe I'll do a show after they leave, because I knew my daughter was leaving this afternoon, and they were here until like 2 or 3, and I was done. I needed a nap, so I accidentally took a day off. Crippled grandpas are not built for that. You know, Mata, that's true. That's why I said I fall into that category. I got in trouble on YouTube. Not major trouble, just, the little yellow circle for promoting sites that promote pranks. For promoting prank sites. I was trying to remember when the hell I did. Because you guys pay more attention than I do when I'm talking. Do you guys remember me promoting a prank site? I'm not sure what one it was. I'm trying to think of what it could have been. But yeah, that's what my video got hit for the other day. I got one for language again. Apparently I was swearing too early, dropping them fuck bombs a little too quickly. CNN, well played, Peter. Well played. Yeah. What was the other one for? Being hateful. I was hateful against a group for natural characteristics. Like, Jesus, fuck you guys. I don't even know how to deal with that. This is Kyle. Thank you so much. He says, hello, chat people in Monkey. Can't stay, so I have to catch the stream later on the playback. Have a good one, Monkey. You too, Kyle. Speaking of which, guys, YouTube did it again. I don't know why they're doing it again, but Lords of the Night from Saturday. A ton of people told me they couldn't find it. They actually had to go looking for it. It didn't pop up in sub boxes or anything. So if you guys enjoy the content and you don't see it daily, make sure you check, because there's a better than even chance I'm going to be streaming daily. So if you don't see something and you miss it, there you go. I side with Barack, the guy, Joe Biden. Indeed, Chris, indeed. Sorry I was this one went a little longer without me coming and actually talking after I started the stream. I was watching some drama, you guys. I love it. I can't help it. I love drama. It's built into me. And even when it's stupid, and this one is god awfully stupid, I can't help myself. So there's I don't even understand the entire situation, and it's irrelevant to what I was watching. Dick Masterson, for those of you who know Dick Masterson, he was banging a married woman or something, and some DMs got released, and there's some internet fighting over it. It's really stupid shit. None of my fucking business. I don't care. But there's these guys who want other people to make videos about it. They want other people to care. And they're very, very mad. Yes, Sean, the PPP drama. I'd never even heard of PPP until this fat fuck. And who's the Leo guy? I don't know Leo either. It was fucking amazing. PPP has a stream where Mr. Medicare comes on. What's a PPP? It's a dude on the internet who's really mad at Ralph or Ethan Ralph. And then he has a friend named Leo who's really mad about Dick Masterson. And both of them think Medicare should be making videos on what they think. And I was like, oh my God, this is fucking glorious. It's fucking glorious. It is 2 hours of nonsense. And I could not stop watching it. I had to force myself. When I set this up, there was still half an hour to go. And I turned it to 2x speed so I could try to catch the whole thing. I should have waited just a little bit more to set this up. But anyway, so I ended up missing like the last 10 minutes. So like, God, I gotta go. But I love drama. I love internet drama. And you know why? Because it's always fucking stupid. It's rarely about anything important. And in this case, we may end up with another fight in Knoxville. I'm not joking about that. This PPP guy has agreed to fight Ethan Ralph, who's apparently challenged him to a fight in Knoxville. For money, of course. For money. I'm like, oh my God. I love this shit. It is like watching pure stupid. I mean, like, if you could take stupid and condense it down to its purest form, that is what internet drama is. And I feed on it. It's like if you took all of the retardation out of live television, take all of that stuff, especially reality shows, take all of that and you condense it into this little ball of glorious crap, internet drama. And I fucking love it. It's my crack, y'all. I don't even have to know what's going on. All I need to know is who's on which side, so I can keep track of who's who. And other than that, I don't even care. I don't care. I just like watching it. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm not going to go into more detail of it because there's nothing. I told you what I know. Dick Masterson tried to get his dick wet, and some people got mad about it, and they're accusing other people of not covering it because they're friends with him. That's what it is. So it was Real Housewives of the Internet. Basically, Duck Dog, yeah. They call it blood sports. It's like, no, it's not. This is catty women shit, and I fucking love it. It's worse than the worst soap opera. It's like, you ever seen a Mexican soap opera, guys? It's like that, but dumber, and it's great. It's glorious. I enjoy it. You watch This Just In on this? No, I didn't. I watched part of Recada's stream because Recada had a stream the other day that he pulled down, and then he re-uploaded in pieces and then in full because this PPP guy, when he first jumps on there, he drops an F-bomb and not fuck. He did the other one, the gay slur. And he also apparently gave out somebody's address. But it didn't matter, man, because it's already out there. Like, oh my God, you guys are morons. I love it. Anyway, so that's what I was doing when I should have been like preparing for this stream. I do have some stuff for the stream. I do. And what's this? Oh, hang on. I got to answer something. Sorry. So I need a producer. I saw some feminist stuff that I wanted to talk about. But first, we got to talk about the elephant on Twitter. The old elephant on the Twitter. Hashtag Obamagate. Obamagate. Dun, dun, dun. I'll send you the link. It's a nice summary of all the drama about this. It has a lot of clips. Cool, Cirque. Yeah, send that to me. I'll watch it after I'm done here. Because I love drama, you guys. I'm not ashamed of it. I don't try to hide it. These people who are out there, I don't like drama. Shut up. Yes, you do. I know it, and I can prove it. You watch dramatic movies. You watch dramatic television shows. You play dramatic games. Don't tell me you don't like drama. Yeah, what is this Obamagate all about? Well, Obamagate is it's a hashtag. Now, I'm not quite certain if Trump started it, but Trump tweeted about it and everybody jumped on it. And this thing has been trending all day. It is up to, let me get the real-time number here. 2.2 million tweets about hashtag Obamagate, which now we're part of, you guys. We are part of it. And feel good about yourselves. We're part of the 2.2 million crowd. This has a lot to it's all about the investigation into Trump. It's all about the Russia investigation and specifically the Flynn stuff, because we now know beyond a reasonable doubt that Barack Obama had a hand in what happened with Flynn. Now, there's still some people, oh, Flynn is a horrible person. This chick who was originally involved in the prosecution, she was the acting attorney for some place. I forget where. And she says that Bob Barr, when he quoted her in, Bob Barr comes out and says they're dropping the case against Flynn. And he quoted her and said, even she's saying, look, there was no case against this guy. She wrote an op-ed in the New York Times, I think it was yesterday. It was either the Times or the Post. I forget which one. And she's like, no, he took me out of context. We had a case. Yeah, no, not Bill Barr. Oh, did I say Bob Barr? Yeah, Bill Barr. The Attorney General. Damn it. Why did there have to be two Barrs in national politics while I was an adult? Bob Barr was a senator. Senator? Congressman? I can't remember. Bill Barr is the Attorney General. Thank you, Duck Dog. But Bill Barr comes out and says, look, we're dropping this case. Even she, the chick who was involved in prosecuting, is like, there was no real thing here. They had no case against the man. She's like, no, we had a case. Shit, we don't remember what it was. She even says in her article, we were about to drop the case when we got this information about this phone call. So you were phone tapping him when you shouldn't have been? Or you were phone tapping the Russian and somebody just happened to notice the name Michael Flynn. Huh. Seems like you might have been on alert for that. And she's, no, we were really worried that Michael Flynn was compromised, you guys, because the Russians, he had talked to them and it could have been a violation of the Logan Act. The Logan Act. Do you guys remember us talking about the Logan Act? The Logan Act is from, 1799, I think it was. Nobody's ever been successfully prosecuted under it, ever. It is an obscure law that nobody uses anymore. But we got him under the Logan Act, you guys. Because, yes, everybody there is well versed in the Logan Act when nobody's ever fucking prosecuted for it. Don't worry. Nothing to see here, guys. Nico, thank you so much. Have you seen a hashtag this crazy? Are you talking about hashtag? Oh, man, it's beautiful. It's fucking beautiful. Hashtag Obamagate. So Sally Yates and old dickhead Comey, they had a meeting. It was part of a regular White House meeting. And then afterwards, they have the cabinet there and everybody's leaving. It's the end of the meeting. And Obama asked Sally and dickhead if they'd stay behind. And Sally was confused. And Obama wanted to talk about the Flynn investigation. The president had a personal interest in this case. Now, the president can go and ask somebody, hey, this looks funky. Could y'all take a look into it? That's legal. There's nothing wrong with doing that. But the personal interest of Obama in this case is really fucking weird. For many respects. Polly says the Logan and Mann Acts brought up only when nothing else fits. Polly, you are not wrong. Seriously, guys, when we say this, I'm not the one. You can look it up. This is fact. The Logan Act, nobody has ever successfully been prosecuted under it. Ever. Not even when they first set it up and they were doing so. The Logan Act is it's an act that basically says you're not allowed to present yourself as speaking for the United States when you're not. That's what it is. And again, nobody has ever been successfully prosecuted. But this crazy bitch writing her New York Times column, look, and we're like, maybe the Russians could say, look, he violated the Logan Act and then he'd be compromised. I'm like, are you fucking crazy? Does anybody believe that? Does anybody believe that's what they were doing? I'm going to be honest with you. I have no proof for what I'm about to say. It is all conjecture. It is all me connecting the dots the way that I think they make sense. And the way they make sense to me is that Obama fired this guy, doesn't like him, sees he gets a job with Trump, and I'm not going to say he put his minions on them, but I think he put his minions on him. It wouldn't be unlike the Obama administration to go after, political opponents. IRS scandal. Excuse me. Something stuck in my throat there. Yeah, so this hashtag's just been trending all day, and it's great, man. It's fucking amazing. People just all kinds of wonderful memes. I'm going to throw the hashtag in the chat for you guys so you can scroll through it. So I don't want to stop and go through each one of these. There was a great thing I did see. Some liberal fucker who's trying to fight this thing said, oh, they forgave Obama for everything except for one thing, being black. Like, oh, dear Christ. Oh, dear Christ. One, could you guys at least say it properly? The man's half black. You liberals out there, you could bring yourself to vote for a black man, but only if he was half black. You guys want to play that fucking game? I'll play it. But you have no proof this had shit all to do with him being black. This man broke the law repeatedly. And the only reason there was no scandals because the press didn't follow up on any of it. If Donald Trump's IRS got caught targeting liberal groups, there would never be an end to it. The press would be out there demanding we have hearings about it, and heads should roll. Nah, man, that IRS thing just went away. Swept under the rug. Fast and Furious. What's his name? Eric Holder. Absolutely flat refused to give information to Congress. Congress, who has direct oversight over him. Absolutely refused. Congress never got the papers. Fast and Furious, a plan to sell guns that should have been destroyed to Mexican drug cartels, hoping that gun violence would go up. Hoping gun violence would go up so that they could get a push to get guns restricted. 2 Americans killed with those guns. None to see here, folks. None to see here. Now, they've been really dirty with this Flynn thing. Comey especially. Comey, oh, that dirty motherfucker. Coming out and look, we couldn't have got away with this if it wasn't so chaotic. Suggesting that it was chaotic because of Trump, because this happened technically under Trump's watch. Sorry. But we're talking January 17th. 17th of 2017. Just days after Donald Trump was inaugurated. This is still the Obama FBI. Polly, how you doing, man?
Oh, I'm doing all right. Fucking around, working on some stuff and things.
Cool. We're just having a little talk about the hashtag because there's not really anything to it. It's just a lot of fun. So people pointing to, a lot of the scandals that went on. And of course, people making, connections to the Flynn investigation, that kind of thing. It's just a lot of fun. I enjoy those kind of things. I like memes, Polly. They make me happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially if they're funny. I mean, they have to be funny. I don't want to see a sad meme. Those ones are, nobody wants a sad meme. Thanks for going with me on that.
But I'm sorry, I just got distracted. I'm over with the live comments over in StreamYard.
Oh, gotcha.
But there's nowhere you can type.
No.
You ever notice that?
No, I didn't. The guys brought it up to me because, like, anytime I'm doing a stream, no matter whose stream I'm on, if they're using StreamYards, I pull up the YouTube chat anyway.
See, I always do, and I'm always looking for a way to save system resources. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Fair enough.
Especially because I'm clipping a movie right now, and I'm uploading Superman 1978 into Vegas, and that's asking a lot from my potato, man. It's a 1080p 5 gig copy, so it's a little heavy duty right now. So I thought, oh well, I'll just come over here and type. No, I guess I won't come over here and type. Never mind.
You can talk to him though.
Is that what you're? Is that how you highlight shit? Is you just have it on live comments and then you click on the comment and it appears on the screen?
No. Well, yeah. In live comments, like, see, yeah, there's a plus button right on top of each comment that I can.
Oh, so when you're hitting on Johnny Bon Soccer, like you've got like a little plus that you can hit, and that's what makes it appear.
It's actually right in the center of the comment itself.
Okay, that's cool. All right, this is totally inside baseball. Sorry, I'm taking this off.
No, it's fine. But see, I always forget to do
nice. It'd be this nice, compact little interface. If I could type in there too, wouldn't that be sweet?
I can type in there. Only the host can type in there.
Got it. Denied.
I get why they do that. It gives the host complete control over it. Which is weird because you can still go over to YouTube and do it. So
yeah.
But I mean, I guess I kind of get it. I suppose they can make it so you could post without giving the option to highlight people's tweets, or not tweets, responses. I don't know. You know what? After the stream, I will hit them up and say, hey, blah, blah, blah.
You know what? I just thought about this for a second. I would have to be logging in with my YouTube account through Streamlabs from the link you sent me. Otherwise, what name would it be posting them in YouTube for? You have done that because you've linked your YouTube account to StreamYards to be able to do it.
Yeah, but aren't you logged through?
No. I'm just, it's asking me to log in right now. I don't have a login ID.
I'm
not giving them my damn account.
I wonder if it would matter. No, because Scribe logs in and he couldn't do it either. So yeah. If he doesn't talk to you tonight, guys, it's just because of that. He'll have to talk to you in person.
Who? Scribe?
You.
Now. Hi, everyone.
Scribe's not here.
I will talk to you in person. No, I was just hoping for a way to be able to do that more efficiently, but denied. Whatever.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah, it's just habit. Anytime I'm on a stream, no matter even back in the Hangout days, I pop chat out because I want to put it where I want it.
Exactly.
They always put it on the right-hand side of the screen, but I have two screens, and my left screen is my main screen. I'm looking directly at it, and over on the right-hand side is my other screen where I want the chat on the left-hand side of the fucking screen. So it's right next to where it should be, but
Richo always says, Polly never talks to us anyhow. I'm largely reading it. In terms of like responding, my potato usually slows me down. Do you have this? Well, there's some more. It's not as easy for me to type. I guess I could share my screen, but I won't because it's just not that interesting. But if I click off of the chat window where I'm typing, go click on anything else, I have to click on the window, then click in the chat window, then click outside of it, then click back in it, then I can type.
Oh, that's a lot of shit.
So if you see me typing in chat, you know what I just went through to say hello. Like,
guests can't chat through StreamYards. Yeah, we were just talking about that, Becca. I would love to be able to configure my YouTube window. So would I. I think that would be an awesome thing for them to do. It's never going to happen though, because that would be helpful, and YouTube's just not.
Johnny Blaze says, so we could be mean to Polly and he won't be able to respond. No, I just ignore people that are.
Yeah, that's how you should treat people who are mean. Just like, fuck off. I don't care.
I didn't mean to just take 5-10% of any given audience and they're not going to like you because life. But, yeah, what are you going to do?
What are we going to do? We're going to talk about feminism. Because I haven't done it in a while. And this is a person named Foul Mouth Fucking Feminist at Spooky Butt Sexy. It's actually butt sexy. It's BUT. But I think spooky butt sex is better. Butt sexy. She tweeted this out earlier today. Toxic masculinity hurts men. Toxic masculinity hurts men. Toxic masculinity hurts men. We aren't calling men toxic. We aren't calling masculinity toxic. We have this wild belief that men deserve better than being forced into playing a role where they must never show emotion. Dear love of God, how many times do we have to say this? Nobody's telling men they can't fucking show emotion.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there are some of you who tell us we shouldn't show some emotions. Men can even cry. But people like me think there's a time for men to cry. People like her, I guarantee you, if a man was crying in front of her, there's a better than 50-50 chance she's going to call him a bitch. You ever notice that, Polly?
I have. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. If a man does show any kind of weakness, stop being a bitch. It's not coming from people like me. That's people like her.
That is the single best example I know of be careful what you wish for. I wish my man would show more emotion and cry. I actually believe them when women say that. But have you ever actually thought what that's going to look like? It might undermine your belief in this man being a rock solid person to rely on. You know what I mean?
Indeed.
Be careful what you ask for. Maybe you might be okay with it, but there's a chance you won't be. So
it depends on how sensitive they get. I remember the 90s man, guys. That was supposed to be the new man. He was sensitive. And then women are like, I don't want to fuck that. And then we had the metrosexuals, Polly, which were...
But I thought that was just entirely the metrosexual thing was just about fashion and such. Like,
no.
And grooming. That was it.
No, you still have to be a sensitive, nice guy who understands and is woke. And women are like, I don't want to date a woman. And so men got manly again. Where have all the cowboys gone, remember? And now they're back to pushing this stupid shit. If you want to date a woman, date a fucking woman. Now, I went through this chick's timeline, Polly. She's a bisexual woman.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh, Virgil, thank you. This $2 is so the ungrateful chat likes the stream. Yes, chat, like the stream. Like, share, subscribe, donate, touch yourself while you're listening. It's great. All those things. Thank you for the donation, Virgil.
Have you ever thought of calling a bi woman a cis-normative bigot?
No.
I did.
How'd it go?
It was one of those things like, wait, what? Don't you realize that you're... And then went into the whole shtick that I won't pain you with, but, you know, because you've heard it, right? You're trying to make it sound like you can only have one of two. What if you're attracted to the third or fourth or no gender? And it was oh, fuck off was the response. Translation. I want what I want, and I don't care if it contradicts. You know,
this is her last tweet from 6 minutes ago. Am I weird? Does it make anyone else love it when it pours with rain at the moment? Because it like makes me feel marginally less depressed that I can't go out and be in the sun.
That's for your diary. That was on her Twitter?
That's on her Twitter.
Fucking Twitter's not your diary, lady. It's
her pinned tweet is, am I the only one that doesn't like men giving unsolicited opinions on how women dress or look? This personality malfunction is a turnoff for me.
Okay. What are you supposed to do with that? Like, thanks.
Well, one, I love the personality malfunction.
Mm-hmm.
We're broken, you guys. We're broken because we look at women and comment. Virgil, thank you. I constantly touch myself while listening. You're a good person. You're a good person, Virgil. Thank you for the donation and the touching. I'm very curious about the men. It's not people. This is a bisexual woman. And I
Mm-hmm.
know women comment on women a lot.
That's a nice way of putting it.
A lot.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Even a lot of the times it's very complimentary. But it's a bisexual woman who has no problem with women doing that. But if men do it, it's a personality malfunction. Doesn't that seem like a weird contradiction? From a bisexual person specifically.
It seems like an inconsistency, to be sure. You know what? It seems like more than that to me, though. It's like, does anybody else notice me hit like, retweet, comment, engage?
Well, you ready for her bio?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
She, her. I have a STEM degree, so fuck off. Not watering down my feminism so men can keep their knickers untwisted. Fuck off. TERF's not welcome here. Yep. Fuck off.
So let me see if I get this straight. You don't like TERF. She's a feminist, but she doesn't like TERFs. And she went with the she, her thing and doesn't like TERFs. So she's really into trans inclusion, but doesn't want to include non-binaries because she's describing herself as bisexual, thus recognizing the existence of only two genders.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Clearly, this person with a STEM degree, fuck off, has thought through her positions in life. Right?
She has these, I'm sure this is some Twitter thing you can do. One of those stupid meme generator bullshit things. We're going to read through them on her timeline now. And no, I'm not blocking shit because I'm not a pussy. I know people do. I'm going to block this so nobody knows who it is. I already told you her fucking name. Stop asking us for threesomes. Bi and still not into you. With claps between all of this, guys. I'm guessing this is the clap generator. Stop hypersexualizing bi women. My sexuality isn't dictated by the gender of the person I'm currently dating. Yes, it is. It absolutely is. Bi women aren't a fetish. They are for some people. You don't have to like it, but they are for some people. Part of the community. This is somebody who desperately needs a hug from daddy. By the way, she's currently dating a man, according to her, or at least somebody who uses he, him, because they told her. My partner
Not all men
said,
have penises, monkey.
I'm just trying to cover everything. My partner said he loves my bedhead. It's a good fucking thing. My bedhead is 100% my hairstyle right now. Sweetheart, you need a hobby. That chick.
Twitter is not a hobby.
Mm-mm. Twitter's a dumpster fire, and that's some banana peels burning right there.
Yeah.
Goalpost mover confirmed. Yeah. See, that's why I said that one post that she made about men commenting on women's dress. You know, a straight woman saying that, it's still like, okay, you're still being sexist. But in this case, you have sexual interest in both sides. Why is it okay for one side to sexualize you, but not the other? Why is it okay for one side that you have a sexual interest to talk about how pretty you are, or how ugly you are, how skinny you are, how fat you are, whichever. But the other side, because they have penises, how dare they? It's a personality flaw. It's a malfunction, you guys.
See, I'm trying to figure out what would lead somebody to the play. Okay, you're on this person's Twitter, right?
I can get back there real easy.
Which is, generally speaking, how many times a day does she tweet? I'm curious.
Oh, let's see. A lot. A whole lot. Let's see. We'll count the last. Well, let's see. It's 11 minutes ago, 13 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, 9 hours, 10 hours, 10, 10, 10, 10, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13 hours ago. 13.
She gets off into spurts, huh?
14, 14, 14, 14, 14, 14, 14, 15, 15.
Wow.
These are retweets, so I can't see when they were. 15, 15, 15, 15, 16, 17. Oh, she only did one that 1 hour. Ooh, she must have had to eat or something. Yeah.
Conducting her science experiments. Just
a fucking lot.
Well, that's like a couple, 3 dozen, something like that. in the last day. I mean, that officially qualifies as a hobby. It's not a good one. So I'm trying to figure out what would lead somebody to a place in their life where they're tweeting like this. And then they tweet out things like, men commenting on women's bodies, just stop, that sort of thing. Like, what's happening? Is she sitting there watching TV and she'll see a man comment about a woman's hair and then she just picks up her phone and, you know what, men, like, is that what's happening? She's just commenting upon things that are randomly occurring to her that she disapproves of?
I'm not real sure.
I mean, there's no way to know, but I'm just trying to figure it out because it's just so divorced from the way I live my life. It doesn't even occur to me to broadcast to my Twitter followers every 5 fucking seconds what I'm thinking about thing.
Why can't you? You used to be able to see how many tweets people had.
It doesn't say that at the top anymore?
Not that I can find. Oh, there it is, right up top. Okay. Since December of 2019, when she started this account, December of 2019. 8,165 tweets.
That's a lot.
That's a fucking shit ton. And remember, sometimes she goes a whole hour with only posting once.
A whole hour?
A whole hour, man. Jesus. Oh, God. But this goes back to what I've talked about before, guys. The original comment thing, the toxic masculinity. Men are told they can't show emotion. Yeah, no. Men are told they can show emotion, and both sides tell them when they should be showing emotion. That's true. I think men need to make sure that, shit's in order. That's the manly thing to do. Get your shit in order and then be as emotional as you want.
So she starts December.
Yeah.
8,600 plus tweets, right?
8,100.
8,100. Okay. Let's see. I did it for 86. Let me see. So 8,100, and you divide that by what? 5 months.
Yeah.
And then divide that by 30 days in a month on the average. That's 54 tweets a day. That's nuts. Like average, right? But that's 7 days a week going. 54 tweets a day on the average. I can't. It's like Failure B says it must be what she's doing. Yeah, I guess. Man, I'm that kind of guy that a lot of things upset me. If I stream of consciousness tweeted every little thing that pissed me off, why is it they can't make a coffee bean grinder that has a size of blah, 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 like whatever the thing that's currently going on in front of me is?
I wouldn't have a problem with it because I can see people doing that for the human, especially if there's somebody funny.
That's key, right? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Something strikes you funny, you type it out real quick, that kind of thing. But when it's by all evidence, nothing but how horrible men are, baby, you need to step back. If all you ever tweet is horrible shit, things you absolutely hate, or in one specified area, isn't that bordering on like a psychosis of some kind?
Well,
some obsessive bullshit.
Obsessive. Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting question. Did Twitter provide her an opportunity to broadcast her opinions in this way? You know what I mean? Or did Twitter teach her to broadcast her opinions in this way? You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know. Like I sit there and I say Twitter's evil. Or are there a lot of like, up until now, it was only her small group of friends that were forced to put up with her that had to hear this shit.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? And then she discovered Twitter. Dun, dun, dun. Like, oh, shit.
And now the whole world has to happen or hear it. Unless she's one of those, and I haven't seen evidence of it, but there are those feminists out there who do this shit and then complain because people respond.
Mm-hmm. And there is, I will say there is this about Twitter that guides people in a given direction, that everybody wants to get noticed, because if nobody's liking or retweeting your stuff, there is an inherent feeling of, I must not be saying anything of worth.
Sure.
If you know what I mean. And that's not even about e-fame. That's just about, wow, my opinions must suck. Like it's on a different subject than that. You know what I mean? So Twitter guides you towards wanting to have the hottest hot take.
I don't care about having the hottest hot take. I get what you're saying, though. Let me explain.
Okay.
Most of the time, most of my stuff is political. And a lot of the time, there's no attempt at humor or anything. It's just my take, and I don't care about those ones. I really don't. Those are throwaways to me. If I make a joke and it doesn't get a reaction, that's when I'm like, oh man, I fucked up. I fucked up. Damn it. So I get what you're saying, but yeah, it's not necessarily every post for me. Like I said, if I comment to Jerry Nadler did to him the other day, if nobody would have responded to that, I don't care. I was telling Jerry Nadler I think he's an asshole. But if I make a joke and it just like falls flat, I'm like, it's still better than doing it live here. Frank, thank you. I saw the channel Redhead Redemption playing it, and out of curiosity, I picked up the game being a dick on stream. It's cheesy but entertaining. In parts, you're in a gender study class, and the arguments your buddy gets into with feminists are hysterical. Being a dick on stream. I'll check it out.
Remember, what was it, like a week ago now? Something, I don't know, I drank, that Stacey Dash announced she was separating from her, fourth husband? Fourth husband, something?
Fourth, I think.
Fourth. So,
with a lot of people, man.
Well, I mean, it's not like she needs to stick around. Probably had a bunch of prenups, and it's not like she doesn't have prospects because, I mean, my God, look at the woman.
Indeed.
And now it's time to spring my ploy. In any case, the Black Twitter lit up with that. And if you want to talk about an example of race to the hottest hot take, look at the responses to her breaking up with her fourth husband. Brutal. Like, what's her? Oh, just
people being shitty to her.
Oh, absolutely. It every, like, I must have read the same joke 50 times. Well, she really is clueless because she was in the movie Clueless. Everybody ran with that Clueless joke, like all thinking they're the first one to say that. It was, this dumb bitch cut herself off from the black community and black culture. And this was one guy's tweet that I'm thinking of when I'm saying this. Cut herself off from black community, black culture. And now she's at a husband's. Wow, this bitch really is clueless. And it was, yay, all these claps and laughing gifs and so forth. And I clicked on this guy's name. The vast majority of his tweets, 0.0000 for retweets and likes. It's that desperation to, oh my God, I was noticed. Do you know what I mean? And when you clicked around in and around Stacey Dash on the day that news story from the trash gossip columns hit, yeah, everybody all over Black Twitter was fuck that bitch. Because, who's going to come out and say, I don't know, she's black and she likes Donald Trump. All of a sudden she's scum. She was on Fox News for a hot minute, so she's scum. And it's like, you don't want to get caught sideways with that. There's a social pressure to agree, number one, and then a big pressure on Twitter if you want to remain, here's the key word, relevant, to keep having the hottest hot take, right? So it becomes who could be the meanest about Stacey Dash.
Yeah, you could, if you had the right hot take, you could do it the other way, but it'd have to be the exact right hot take.
And you'd have to have an audience that wasn't full of people that were interested in the opposite opinion, right?
I want to stay on Twitter hot takes for a minute because I want to read another one, Polly.
Okay, really quick. Frank, thank you for the $2. While watching tonight's Rick and Morty, Adult Swim had a thing of otters not being cute. It was honestly disturbing. Made me think of you. Otters are adorable. There's a reason I picked them as my spirit animal.
Jeffrey Gutterman, I don't know how to say his name. I'm going to say Gutter because he's kind of an asshole.
Fair enough.
Over on the Twitter, he said this. Donald Trump tweeted out, Happy Mother's Day. By the way, Happy Mother's Day to everybody. I hope you guys had a great one. But this was his response to Donald Trump saying Happy Mother's Day. If you dumpers rear your ugly and empty heads on my timeline, then I will block you. Now, this is funny for a very specific reason. I'm going to read his bio to you right now.
Okay.
# mental health counselor. Sir, I think you might want to see a doctor. If you rear your ugly head, I will block you. This guy, he helps counsel people in mental health. Polly, there's a reason I love Twitter. I'm not kidding. I fucking love this place. It's
the oldest saying in counseling, like counseling 101, when you start your practicum, like, you know, as I did in senior undergrad, it is, if you can't change the people around you, change the people around you, is the first piece of advice that you give somebody. So the question that you're going after is it possible for you to change the people around you? If the answer is no, okay, what can you do to change their behavior by modifying your own? So it's always a question of like, do you actually need this person in your life? Is this somebody you know? Is this a friend that's absolutely poisonous and destructive to you as a person? Maybe you should stop calling them. You know what I mean? The best advice a counselor could offer on Twitter is, I'll block your motherfucking head. Like, don't just mute them. Anyone's bothering you, just mute them. You're a mental health professional and you haven't figured that out? Where the fuck did you go to school?
Well, I mean, when you go to Donald Trump telling people Happy Mother's Day and you say something like that
Yeah, it might be a sign of a little bit of fixation, possibly obsession. It's possible.
You might have a problem, sir. Cryptic, thank you. TDS transcends logic, humanity, and reality. Oh, it does. It does. Once again, there's things to criticize the man on. Absolutely. Going after him and his followers for Happy Mother's Day?
Yeah.
Why didn't you go after him for when he retweeted #Obamagate? Oh, because that'd have blown your mentions the fuck up.
Oh, nice. Jason Mimosa, thank you very much for the $5. The race is on. Bring it on, fucker. You stole my childhood crush. You're not getting my second one. My adolescent crush.
So that's a good reminder. Guys, we're brought to you by you, and I wasn't on the air yesterday, so just saying. Monkey poor. Oh, dude. Had such a good time with the family this weekend. I hate when they all leave. It makes me sad. Now I just think, I don't know why that hit me right then. Oh, yeah, I do, because I wasn't on the air yesterday because of them. And it was a great time. I love you guys, but seriously, I enjoyed time with them. And because of that, though, I didn't really pay attention to the news even at all yesterday. I wasn't, other than doing Lords of the Night, which Scribbles generally brings the news for, and then we do, MSS News. I didn't bring anything of my own there. I was with the kids all day playing.
What do you think Twitter would be like if you could like, retweet, etc., but not reply?
I think it would die out pretty fast.
Do you? I think so too. Telegram's like that, I think.
I think because the likes and retweets, that's for the person who did it. Being able to reply is for the person who's reading it. You know, does that make sense? It does, but
there's just so much fraudulence in Twitter, and I mean on a corporate level. Like the way they keep publicly traded company, right? And
sure,
the way they keep their investments high and please their stockholders is by pretending that they've got a very active system. The majority of people that are being exposed to the advertisements and everything else that are profit generating centers at Twitter they're advertising to people who don't give a fuck and people largely that don't exist. Now, anybody out there who does this, I'm not talking about you specifically. I'm talking about it as a concept. You're not following 3,100 people. Quit lying. Why you fucking lying? You're not reading 3,100 people's Twitters. You're not. Nobody, and I mean, it's not a comment upon anybody individually. Nobody could. So, like, why the fuck does Twitter allow that? Well, the answer is obvious. I mean, Discord only allows you to be in 100 servers. I didn't know that the other day until someone said that they had maxed out their server limit, and I was like, I didn't even know there was one. I'm nowhere close to that. But why does Twitter allow that? Because it adds extra interaction that they can show their stock. Oh, look, here's a graph of all of the various interactions and impressions that are going on. And it's like, yeah, but those impressions are all false. It's all an electronic house of cards. Because you got people that are following 5,100 people and being followed by 5,300 people. And there's your fucking interactions. Those advertisements that are going out and so on and so forth are fake because they're not actually landing on any human eyes to generate commerce as the advertisement is intended to do.
It depends. And I'll explain. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry, guys. You can follow. Let's take the Krasensteins. They were following what between the two of them, 1 million people. True story. One was following 800,000. The other one was like 600,000.
Yeah. No, I totally forgot about the Krasensteins for a hot minute. Yeah.
They're back, man.
What? Really?
Yeah. They tweet under Miss Krasenstein.
Oh, wait. Once you said that, yes, I did.
Yeah.
I haven't been following them, but I had heard that.
I think it's the fat one's wife. But yeah, I don't follow that account any. 1 million people. Okay. Are they watching that? No. But every time they tweet, that does pop up in somebody's timeline if they're reading. And if you refresh your page, you should get your very second tweet after you've refreshed the home page will be an ad every time. So it pops up and tells you have new tweets. So you click on that, it goes up there, and suddenly there is an ad there. So eyes are getting on it. If you're like me, you don't pay any fucking attention to it. I've learned to scroll past the second one because I know it's a fucking ad. I don't pay any attention to it. But technically, I mean, you're getting eyes to it, you know. And there's also 2 different levels of engagement, just like with YouTube. There's like for mine, I get God, it's been a while since I've looked at my Twitter analytics, like years. But like an average post might get, say, 15 likes on it, right? Mm-hmm. But the impressions was at like 5,000. Because that's how many times it would come up on a feed, you know, because if you refresh that page, it comes up again. So until it got dropped off by somebody else pushing me way down, then technically it was up there and somebody scrolled past it. Yeah, I get what you're saying about it being dirty and all, but it's the nature of the beast, really.
Yes, in a way, the impressions figure, like, you know, you have original impressions and then native impressions and then all of the various, like, I mean, this is entering into voodoo analytics very, very quickly. The people claiming it's telling them things that it is and is not doing, and that they do and do not represent. The amount of impressions that something has it branches out across all of these social networks. It's not just there, it's over here and it's over there. The vast majority of it is useless to the individuals. It's like, where does the money come in? Because that's what counts, right? And it's like to be able to keep the stock high and convince investors in the same way that Enron used mark-to-market accounting. It's like, is it real money? It doesn't matter. It keeps the stock price high. We have this theoretical future value of what we're going to be able to sell X product for at date 2 years from now. So we're going to count that as profit in the door now. And it worked until the whole thing fell in on itself.
I'm sad, Polly. I looked at my analytics on Twitter.
No, why? No, why did you do?
I'm down 46% in tweet impressions over the last 28 days. Over 28 days ago. I'm down impressions. You guys, fuck, I care. I was mentioned 1,900 times, Polly, in the last 28 days.
Yeah,
I don't feel like I was mentioned 28 or 1,900 times.
Oh, you're not buying that? Like,
no, that's nonsense.
Some 1488er was calling someone else a monkey, and hey, they're talking about you, man. Yeah. I did a little bit of a poke around in the YouTube analytics, which I told myself I was going to avoid doing. But I did come across that interesting thing about the device type. That was actually informative to me. I don't know what to make of it. Every other device type, meaning TV, game console, PC combined, are half as many views as mobile devices.
Yeah, most that's normal for YouTube.
I had heard that, didn't believe it. I looked at my own stream and my own edited videos. Holy fuck. There it is. That's mind-blowing to me. I can't stand fucking YouTube on my mobile device. And a great example of like one side of political psychology they call mirror imaging. Here's what I do. So that must be what everyone else does too, right? You know what I mean? Like I'm on YouTube. I'm on my PC right now and always am. I don't YouTube on my phone ever.
I YouTube on my phone when I'm going to the bathroom and sitting down.
What are you, Sinatra?
No, it's a good time to catch up.
That's what I have gun magazines for. The bathroom, I mean.
Just pull out, listen to some Twitter. Or listen to some YouTube, sorry. Cryptic, thank you. I watch all your junk on my phone at work. See? A lot of people do it at work. You can't have a PC there, you know?
Well, yeah, absolutely right. And remember, like I said that a whole bunch of times before, I wish when I worked them late night shifts that I was big into streams and audiobooks and stuff like that, but especially streams, because it's much more interactive, it's conversational. What a fucking fantastic way to spend like a late night shift or some shit like that. I just wasn't fucking with YouTube back then.
The only reason I watch most of my stuff on the computer is because I'm here. If I was out and about, yeah, I'd watch a whole lot more on the phone, or if I was upstairs or something. I just have access. I understand a lot of people. My son, he watches all of his Twitter God damn, I keep saying it, all of YouTube on his phone. I don't understand the people who do it on their Xbox. That'd be the last thing I would think of.
I think it's when they're not gaming or whatever the fuck they're doing something on their. I mean, I'm guessing now, right? Like they're just using it as their TV control, more or less, if you know what I'm saying. Like that, their Xbox controller is the remote control. So what I said, what I was talking about is I didn't know what to make of it, because to me it raised right away the question. Okay, I've been conceiving of this wrong, that the majority of people are watching this on a mobile device. All right. Mm-hmm. So I need a switch in my perspective on things. What does that mean what does that mean, if anything, for the visual aspect of streams? So you got something like one of like AP's Blunt streams, right? Visual as fuck. You know what I mean? The animations, the fact that he's presenting videos and commenting on them and stuff. Do people that watch on mobile devices, I'd love to know AP's analytics on that factor. What are you also getting twice as many views on mobile devices as every other device combined, or more so, less so? I'd love to know one stat for him for a very visually heavy stream. You know what I mean? And like for like Noir Bar comic curation, I do the OBS thing, and it was from day one. I'm like, I don't want it to be like a hangout on air, where I want it to be very visual. I want something, even if it's just a still image of the bar or Peter Parker's living room from Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. Something. I want the chat up there. I want changing images. I want pop-ups. You know what I mean? And it's sort of like Sinatra's streams, right? Lots of different things on screen just for something to look at. Is that all wasted effort? Because it doesn't fucking matter, because most of the time people's phones are in their pockets and they're listening.
No, because you still have that other audience.
Yeah. Ex Bubba Hotep says phones can show video. I know, man. I'm just saying. I've watched movies on planes on my phone, and it's definitely less enjoyable than watching on my laptop or sitting on a couch and watching on TV. I'm just saying, am I wrong on that as well? People don't mind staring at their phone, and that's just me.
Depends.
Maybe.
Cryptic, thank you. That's why lazy people like me use Super Chat, and I appreciate lazy people like you. Thank you, Cryptic. When it comes to being a viewer, I don't care what's on the screen, unless I am actually seeing the people talk. Because I do like watching people. If it's just people talking, like on Tucker Tuesday, the only reason I watch is because there's actually Tucker, his face there. If it was all audio, I wouldn't watch where the fuck it. I wouldn't. I'd just listen. If it's, I don't care, because for me, I'm more interested in the content than what's on the screen. And I'll only watch if there's people on the screen. So no matter how dressed up it is, even with AP, I love the stuff he can do, but the only ones I watch are like his videos. When there's something interesting on the video itself, I'd listen to what's said instead.
Don't get me wrong. Because I got my potato laptop and then an external monitor, right? And whatever I'm working on or reading or surfing the web, or whatever the fuck it is I'm doing, is on my larger screen, and then the stream or video that I'm watching is on the smaller one. But I've always got it up. It's rarely just minimized. I still want to watch, if you will, something. Like when I watch Monkey in the Morning, I'm staring at your guys' avatars. I don't know. I don't know why. It's there's nothing really to look at, but I'm still doing it. I don't know why.
I'm a fan of talk radio, and that's what this is to me. More than a television show. Even like if you're watching something like Joe Rogan, you're listening or you're watching a podcast, you're watching a radio show at that point. And I know there's people who do that because like even Rush, I mean, he had put cameras in there so you could watch him do his show. Like that's weird because what's important is what he's saying. So for me, it's always just I'm auditory when it comes to that.
Well, I mean, so you got the Daily Wire crew there, right?
Yeah.
Shapiro, Clavin, the other one. I can't remember his name right now. They do those are video podcasts, like in a very literal sense, right? And people talk about, oh, I get more views than Shapiro does. And it's like, you don't get more overall listens, though. Like, if you combine, because Jesus Christ, his podcast is explosive, man. Like in terms of its popularity, how many people download on a daily basis and listen to it. That's why he's forever saying, for those listening, this is what's going on in the video, and he'll quickly describe it when he shows a video. You know what I mean? Because he's getting like 15, 25 times what his YouTube views are. YouTube is small taters for those guys. And that's interesting to me because you're just talking about Rush with the cameras, right? And it's like they're just trying to cross platform in a huge way. It's just one is the majority of their audience.
When it comes to the Daily Wire, I like when they do the after show when they have the four guys together. I like when they do, I don't know if he's still doing them, but when Ben was doing the Sunday streams and he'd have somebody in and they'd sit there and talk. But like if it comes to his daily show, I can't watch it. He looks so stiff and weird. I'll listen, but that is minimized as fuck. I am not watching that weird little Jew. He looks uncomfortable as fuck. It's weird because like if he's up in front of a crowd, he looks rather comfortable. But talking into a camera, do they stick a stick up his ass to keep him in place?
He's absolutely he's a stiff little guy. There's no
relax
question.
A little bit, man. It's okay. You'll be fine. You got a good job. You're not a doctor, but mom's proud. I promise.
I was going through just paying attention to chat where we were talking about watching stuff on your phone. Man, all the answers came up. That was actually really interesting from chat. There was a bunch of times, there's like 3-4 times people said, I don't even have a phone. At all. And I was like, that's great. And then some other people, no, I'm playing a game right now and on YouTube on my phone. And it's like pretty much every variation of what could happen came up in chat. That was great.
I've done that before too. When my internet has been shitty, I'll play a game on my computer and I can, instead of hooking into my Wi-Fi, just use my actual phone signal, which is pretty good from my house. Yeah, watch YouTube through that instead.
Actually, Dangerous Spaces makes mention of the Sunday specials that Ben Shapiro does. Yeah, he interviewed somebody from the New York Times last Sunday. He did.
Oh, did he?
Or this Sunday. I mean, like today, whatever, yesterday.
I'll have to watch that one.
Yeah.
No, I like that because you see the interaction between him and everything. And Ben, he's not as stiff in those situations. When it's just him at the camera, oh my God, Ben, relax. How much starch is in that fucking suit, dude?
I've only got one issue with the Sunday specials, and that's how he breaks and turns to the camera to read the sponsorship copy.
Yeah, I get it, though.
The need for sponsorships is cool. Newscasters have been doing it for years. We'll be right back after this message. Ben, pre-record. It's so awkward to have you turn away from the person you're talking to speak about the fucking Black Rifle coffee. Do you know what I mean? It's just odd and obstructive to the flow of the conversation.
Frank Hubbard, thank you. Am I the only one who has assumed Shapiro was gay? No, he's just, and I didn't think he was gay. I thought he was just a little Jew. And YouTube, I'm not being mean there. I'm just playing the stereotypes that have been in me my whole life. Sorry. I got in trouble the other day for hate speech. I didn't get in trouble. I just got the yellow circle for hate speech. Yeah, I was hate speeching some people.
You got the yellow circle for, that's what it was for?
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you it tells you that now, or it always
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. Hang on. I want to see if I can bring this up where you guys can see it. I've
Did it
talked
always do
about
that?
this. No, this is new.
Okay.
This is part of the verify yourself thing they do.
Oh, right. I know the plan that they have for that. Yeah. All right.
I don't think this gives away anything. Yeah, I can show this. Okay, so this is what my screen looks like for all of these streams that have been done. This is the only one that's monetized, you guys. This one right down here, which was Trump is back, Monkey in the Morning from the other day. Sorry, when you go over it, it blanks out the title, so I have to move on. This one here, you can add suitability. Confirmed by review for the yellow circle. View feedback. Your selection, none. Harmful and dangerous acts. Focus on accidents, pranks, or stunts that have health risk, like drinking or eating non-edibles, or discussions of trending videos that show this type of conduct. Like, I ain't do that, you lying sons of bitches. Inappropriate language. Strong language in the title, thumbnail, or opening of a video. Strong profanity in the title or thumbnail. No, that's not true either. Hateful content. Hateful or discrimination towards a protected group based on race, age, or other natural characteristics. They don't like me, y'all.
Are you still following at all Tommy Sotomayor?
I haven't watched Tommy in a long time.
Yeah. He goes the extra fucking mile now with his video titles, because they're always he's not trying to pull a Philip DeFranco and hit certain words. It's just a description of what's happening.
Sure.
You know what I mean, in the stream. And so he won't write white or black. It'll be like who white, and the eyes are exclamation marks. And it's like there's a little bit of decryption involved in reading his. Like, he goes so far trying to encode it so he's not getting hit by the algorithm or whatever. Because he's getting botted for hate speech all the fucking time because he's got white and black or whatever in the title. And he's been flagged so many times before that, as if we don't know that there's have you noticed that YouTube is saying that now? It's like, if this is a channel that is repeatedly flagged for these incidents, then you are more likely to come under the suspicion of the bot. Yeah, you have lists. We know. We always knew. It was obvious. That's why certain people for the tiniest little infraction will get nailed, and people that have an absolutely squeaky clean record will fuck up massively and not get hit.
Was that the day Jack was busting on foreheads? Maybe. We've done that many times, though. And you will get hit for multiple infractions. I have several of those as well. I try to be honest with them. Guys, this is a comedy channel. Cryptic, thank you so much. I report all recommended MSM content as hateful. Nice. Oh, God.
Is anybody here in chat? I'm just curious. Is any of you running Chrome and install the mainstream media blocker extension? People I know that use it and love it.
Right. People in chat, when you brought that up one day, they were telling us it didn't work very well, or they hadn't had very good experience with it.
The two people, and it is only two, so really small sample size, but they said, "Oh man, it works like a charm. I love it."
Hey, for the people who like it, cool. Eagle says he uses it. That's awesome. Low Res says he runs it in Firefox. It doesn't work.
I didn't even know that there was I thought it was Chrome only. That's why I asked that. I said, so Low Res Boy says you can actually run it in Firefox too. Because I run a fork of Firefox, WaterFox.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's a stripped down lightweight Firefox. That's why I like it.
What's the point of this controller attachment if I can't tweet while I'm on the Xbox? Oh, they have an Xbox attachment that goes on the bottom of the controller that's actually a keyboard. Interesting. Fair enough. I just see like a lot of times, on the PlayStation, like you can get YouTube on there. I'm like, why? On my TV, you can get YouTube. I'm like, why? I have my computer and my phone. And it's just not something I would have ever thought to do, but I understand people doing it, I guess. Cryptic says he runs it on Brave. I wish I could add channels manually. What do you mean?
Like pick the channels that you will
Are
get
blocking?
recommends for. That would be nice to be able to manually block certain channels. Because I thought, remember back in the day with the 3 little dots beside a video on your recommends, you could click on it and not interested, and it would say, I don't want any more videos from X. If you clicked on tell us why, now that's gone. I think all you're doing is adding yourself to a list of fucking hateful people online if you keep clicking not interested in MSNBC.
Yeah, most of it, because I used to use that feature quite often. Because I would get like stupid shit that I didn't care about at all, like eating videos. Like, I don't care.
But after a while, I felt like I was that guy in the elevator continually hitting the close button it's going to make it happen faster.
Well, I was hoping that was right, and apparently I was pushing I was trying to get those doors closed, man, and apparently not. Atheist Icon said, "I had a nice poo. Good for you, sir. I hope you feel better."
Man, that's a wild suggestion to be like straight up block certain channels from coming in. I wouldn't do it with too many. It would like some eating videos and some of the basically anything on the YouTube main trending page. I would just, I would just go to the trending page and like click like 85% of it. I don't care. Fuck you. Because it's all like any of the late night comedy house. I don't want to watch your fucking monologues. You're not funny. I've heard every drumpf joke that there is to tell. Get fucked.
Yeah, the ones that I used to get a ton of were really bad liberal hot takes. And I watch a lot of liberal stuff, Polly. I do. But I don't want to watch a moron do it. And I know that's some of y'all think that's one and the same, but there's smart liberals out there. There were just some that were just like people I didn't care about, people I knew, and like, I don't watch this shit. I've never even made videos about this shit. I don't want to see them. If I ever do, I'll go looking. It's weird to me the way YouTube is doing their stuff. The biggest thing that they ever did that made me go, huh? Was when they were like, we're going to stop showing you recommended of things that are like the things you're watching. That makes a ton of sense. They reversed that one quickly and quietly.
Yeah. Well, okay. Remember the former president of Google talking in that interview about we don't need to ban people. We can just put them in interstitials and we can push them down in the recommended list. And we're very good at sorting search result returns. And it's like, yeah, I absolutely believe you are. You've spent tens of millions of dollars to pay really smart people to code up search algorithms and the responses that they provide. You know what I mean? That they can push, if they want to push fucking Sylvester Stallone videos, like as just a random example, to the top of YouTube, suddenly Sylvester Stallone will be trending fucking everywhere because it's constantly returning results because you tuned your algorithm to do it. You know what I mean? If you watch something as hateful, we are going to put up counter content to that for you to watch. Yes. I mean, if you even have the ability to do that, that means you have extremely fine-tuned control over what searches are being returned. I'm perfectly okay with mixed content because if you can, like, you're only going to get stuff like you like. That's how you just you create. That's echo chamber creation unintentionally. I'm fine if you're watching a whole bunch of news that you get varied sources. What I don't want is returning of what you consider authoritative sources, which are arbitrarily chosen by you, and you consider Vox to be one of them.
Arbitrarily, my ass. But speaking of echo chambers, that's actually
arbitrary doesn't mean random. It just means they are holding their own counsel on what they're arbitrating to be authoritative, meaning what we like.
Okay, fair enough. But speaking of echo chambers, Bill Maher got some shit yesterday. I did see a little bit about this. Now, I'm going to get myself in trouble with HBO. We're going to watch some of his stuff.
Oh, goody.
I haven't actually got to see it. So I had to, this is where he's already said a new rule, and I had to stop it because there were 3 men holding giant dildos in the picture here.
Wait, what?
I don't know what he was.
What happened?
he does his new rules, and then he'll do, and finally new rule, and his last one where he goes into a monologue about it. Well, whatever he was talking about right before his monologue here, it had 3 gentlemen holding giant dildos.
All right.
So we're a little bit ahead. That's why you see the red bars up a little bit. I'm not hiding anything. I can throw it in there for you guys, but
is obsessed with the Biden sex assault allegations. It doesn't mean the rest of us have to be. You may have noticed that Donald Trump has one move: accuse you of the very thing he's guilty of.
Time out, Bill. Donald Trump's not the one accusing Joe Biden. In fact, do you know what Donald Trump said about this, Polly? Donald Trump said Joe Biden should fight this. That's what he actually said. He should fight it, not give in. I do believe he made a comment about how something, it's not a good look or something like that. But he told Joe Biden, go out there and fight this shit.
Puppet, no puppet. You're the puppet. Remember that one? Okay. Well, now it's
no one's laughing, Bill.
Who was he looking to?
The audience that he is so used to being there that isn't. The people that are his guests that are so used to them being there, but they aren't. Fuck, you are old and pathetic. This guy, he's a fucking dinosaur of the 90s. I'm still, hey, am I right? Am I right? Like, no, there's no one there. He annoys me, as you can tell. Sorry.
Not that he even needs to say it. The liberal media and liberal party is doing it for him. Exactly what Republicans want.
Okay, then why did you start out with Donald Trump only has one move? Did you catch it? He blames Donald Trump for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then turns around, but not that Donald Trump even is the one doing it. Ginger Snap, thank you so much for this sticker. It's very kind of you.
Believe that Donald Trump only has one move. Really?
Sure.
So everything he's ever done in politics is doing this thing that you just described, but that's not true. So why are you saying it?
Doesn't this look like he's getting a handy from one of his tranny hookers?
What?
Just throwing that out there.
Okay.
Didn't he get busted with trannies once?
Did he?
Yeah.
I know a bunch of people have, but I didn't know he was one of them.
For us to go down the rabbit hole of Joe Biden's sex monster. So now everybody's investigating, but there is no fact finding here. It's a he said, she said something else entirely. Yes, Biden's accuser, Tara Reade, has been contradicted by multiple people. Most importantly, Tara Reade. Just last year,
he's expecting the constant pauses for the audience's applause out of sheer habit.
Mm-hmm.
The pre-recorded, ordained, fucking audience sign flashing, facilitated applause.
Clap now.
And it makes it so creepy to watch him do it. So awkward, rather, to watch him do it. Because he's constantly putting in these pauses where he's going to get the canned laughter that actually happens to be coming from people.
I wonder if this would come off better if there was, if somebody put in a laugh track.
It'd be a funny thing to put in as a laugh track, but HBO would strike you so fucking fast.
Atheist Icon said that's Eddie Murphy. No, check it out. I'm almost positive he did too.
No, it was definitely Eddie Murphy. Yeah.
I know Eddie Murphy, yeah.
You know Big Daddy Kane, right?
Oh, yeah.
Monkey. Yeah. His DJ, Mr. C, he got busted repeatedly with tranny hookers. It was this whole big thing in hip hop. It was funny as hell. Like, it was just, it kept coming because he became a huge club DJ in New York and stuff and was really well known. And then all of a sudden not because, tranny hookers. But okay, Bill, it's like, this was not your take and this was no one's take. Let's go down the rabbit hole of he said, she said. There is no fact-finding mission. That did not stop anyone for a fucking second during the Kavanaugh hearings. Not for a fucking moment. What are you talking? She contradicted by everyone, including herself. Listen, we're not talking about Christine Blasey Ford here. Oh, wait, you're not.
Right. I just want to point out one more time. I do not believe this woman. I believe her original complaint, not the rest. But that is not the point, Bill. The point is what Polly just brought up. None of you motherfuckers were on this train when it came to Blasey Ford. None of you were out there. No, he needs due process. None of y'all were on that shit. But now,
of Biden, I wasn't scared of him that he was going to take me in a room or anything. It wasn't that kind of vibe.
she never said he took her in a room either, did he? Or did she? See, this when I saw this line, I'm like, okay. She says she wasn't scared of him. Let's say her story is true, Paul. You know her story, right?
Mm-hmm.
He put her against a wall, jammed a digit in.
Mm-hmm. And I know about the changing story and the call into CNN back in the day that was supposedly her mother and all. Yeah, I know the whole thing.
Well, this is because the CNN one, that calling into Larry King and what her ex-husband put in the divorce papers, those all back up her original complaint that he was kind of skeezy.
Yeah, if you take them on the face of it, they do back up her story.
Yeah. Not the digitizing part. That part is not backed up by either one of those things. But she never says in this story that she was afraid of him. She actually says that her biggest problem this whole time was that he pointed at her and said, "You mean nothing to me." That's what she said. That's what bothers her. Not that he digitized her against her will in some weird corridor in the Senate building somewhere. Cryptic, thank you. Believe all women, but only against conservatives. Yeah. No. See, that's not even fair, because a lot of the Me Too movement was against liberals. It absolutely was.
Yeah, it took down what's his name, but it depends on whether it's arbitrary. It depends on whether the stakes are big enough and upon whom it is based.
Yes.
If it's looking to take down the Democratic governor of Virginia, then we ignore the Klansman outfit in his high school yearbook. He went to
the lieutenant governor,
right?
Sexual harassment.
Yeah, we ignore it because the stakes are high and it's someone we like. Like it's a number of variables go into it. When it's the Prime Minister of Canada and the guy's black-faced and brown-faced multiple times into his fucking 30s, this isn't some youthful indiscretion. We forget about it because we put him on the cover of Rolling Stone and wished he was our president. The stakes are high. We can't. That's too much egg on our face. You know, we can't do that. This is the presumptive nominee. We can't like Me Too this guy. We can't cancel him. Yeah, so it just depends on the stakes. It's almost like all of these fucking accusational tactics and cancelings and so forth are just a weapon to use against people you don't like. It's almost like there's no principle behind them at all.
His claim here that this contradicts what she said is not true. This doesn't contradict anything that she said. He asked her if she wanted to go into a room, and then he didn't like drag her in there by the hair or anything, by her account. So Bill, you're a liar.
She suggested she had filed a sex harassment report. Now she says she didn't. She says she was.
Time out. Did you see what he just said there?
Yeah. No, he used just enough words to be able to worm away with it. She never filed. She filed. Jesus Christ. She just didn't mention it in the original. You slimy fuck. Yeah. No, it's.
Listen to the wording here, guys. Listen carefully.
She suggested she had filed a sex harassment report. Now she says she didn't.
She suggested she filed a sexual harassment. She didn't say that. She never did. She said that she went down to or she talked to somebody, is what she said. She never said she filled out a form stating sexual harassment. She specifically never said she filed a report against him for sexual harassment.
Yeah.
She suggested she did, but then she says she didn't. No, the media suggested she did.
Yeah. Bill Maher suggested it was okay for all white people to indiscriminately use N-words whenever they wanted to because he did.
Mm-hmm.
Did he? Well, that's unfair. He was telling a joke that just fucking bombed on him. You know what I mean? He tried to tell an edgy joke and it was a bad mistake. Okay. Like in the sense that it was a failed joke. Okay. That's all. But it was suggested by their actions that, in other words, you're starting to guess and apply things that you don't know because it helps with whatever you're currently saying. Slimy fuck.
Isn't this a much nicer background than his usual dark thing? Isn't it so much nicer to see the old guy sitting in the park?
As opposed to I think a lot of them, and you've noticed it, they're starting to go sit in their backyard or whatever, so you don't have like the echoey voice of bad 2009 YouTubing live streams. You know what I mean? Because our mics are better than these multimillionaires. They can't get their lighting right. They can't get their video right. They're all cameras pointed up their face, right up their nose. It looks terrible. So yeah, let's get a camera crew over there and have this guy sit in his backyard or whatever the fuck.
You can tell Bill's doing his own hair too, because look how flat this side is.
She says she was fired by Biden's office, but
no, she never.
In deleted posts, she said she left because, quote, I love Russia with all my heart. President Putin scares the power elite in America because he is a compassionate, caring, visionary leader. His obvious reverence for women, children, and animals, and his ability with sports is intoxicating to American women. What?
Notice he didn't quote her actually saying she left because of that.
Mm-hmm.
He said she said that. By the way, she never said she was fired. She said she was pushed out. So those are different things. And I think, was it the Globe she originally told this story to?
Mm-hmm.
They're the ones who use the word fired, and the press has run with that. She never. This is another one of those things where they filled in the blank. Stop making me defend this woman who I think is a fucking liar. Seriously.
If you know anybody that works in the district, they've heard the phrase DC fired before.
Mm-hmm.
It's I'll accept your resignation.
Well,
because you might have the possibility of getting another job. I could, if you want, outright fire you and give you your separation papers. Okay. And now that's what's going to appear on that line of your resume when you get asked about it. Or you can say you left. Take a pick.
Well, in this case,
Van Jones wasn't fired, but he technically was. He was it was made aware to him that his resignation would be accepted at the White House because of dumb shit he had done on social media after only being there a year and a half. So he was never fired. Yeah, it's called a DC firing. Do you want to make it big and huge and cause yourself future problems, or do you want to leave of your own accord and this can all be nice and smooth for everyone?
But see, that isn't even what she said. What she said is that because she objected to him wanting her to serve drinks because her legs look nice, that she was put into a small office with no windows and given very menial work, so she ended up leaving. That's what she said. That's what she meant by pushed out. It's something employers do sometimes. Oh, we don't like that person. Give them the shittiest jobs until they quit.
Really?
Yeah.
No. I mean that thing in life, yes, but I did not hear that she said that. I heard the pushed out, but I did not hear her amplify that with those details. That's wild.
That came out before anybody started talking about how she said she was pushed out. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh my God, he's so edgy.
He's waiting for that fucking laugh, man.
Yeah, he's like Cenk Uygur. He swears. That means he understands us.
What the fuck? Yeah, but he actually got shit for this, Polly, because he shouldn't have gone after the leftist media.
This person changed the subject from Donald Trump, lethal incompetent, to Joe Biden, sex monster? She literally wrote a love letter to the murderer trying to keep Biden from the White House. Yet the New York Times is calling for the DNC to establish a truth panel on this. Truth panel, huh? Which part? Putin's.
Hold on, I lost what he was saying there because my internet was kind of choppy.
No,
there.
Sure.
Who did he just call? She sent a letter to the murderer? What? Did I misunderstand?
Putin.
That?
She wrote a Medium article about Putin.
Okay, so that's what he's referencing there. And lethal incompetence was in reference to Trump.
Yes.
I'm assuming
we're changing our focus from the lethal incompetence of Trump to Joe Biden's sex monster. I think I got the inflection right there.
Jesus Christ.
How intoxicating he is to women. And Democrats are coalescing around the position that this accusation must be thoroughly vetted for the party to keep its credibility.
Well, yeah.
It happened. Kavanaugh, like, one of the identifiable things about the American polity is a short political memory. Kavanaugh was so recent that, yes, it's people I know that aren't even politically involved. All they do is read the news from time to time. Even they say, Jesus Christ, I mean, you nearly stopped the guy from getting to the Supreme Court over this. You're not going to treat him in the same way. And it's like, oh man, see, that's how recent it was.
I was talking on Lords of the Night the other night, Polly, because I'm old. I've been around a while. I've seen the political parties flip flop on positions. Like one day the Republicans will be for this, and the next day they're for that. But it usually is based on who wins the White House. They'll support President Bush, but when Obama does the same thing, it's like, oh, Obama's bad. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. This is the first time in my lifetime I've seen the change come this quickly. Because you had Kavanaugh, what, a year and a half ago? 2 years, maybe? What is it? 17?
It's a good
18?
question. How long it's been?
And we're just in 2020. So it's not like this is ancient history. And this was huge. This was everywhere. There were fights about it on the news. There were fights about it in families. There were fights about it on social media. It was fucking everywhere. It's not like this was a minor thing. And yeah, Bill, if they want to maintain any credibility, they have to apply the same standard. That's where credibility comes from.
Well, credibility certainly is a problem for the party on this issue, mostly because they woke themselves into a corner when they adopted "Believe Women" as their slogan, when it should always have been "Take accusations seriously." Kirsten.
Not his position with Kavanaugh. The amount of rape jokes that he laid at Kavanaugh.
Yeah. Kavanaugh was guilty, man.
I mean, it was taken as a foregone conclusion. It's just, do we have enough information to bust him? Or stop his ascension to the Supreme Court kind of thing.
And see, I don't even agree with this. Take accusations seriously. Listen to accusations, sure. But take them at their merit.
Gillibrand said of the Al Franken allegations, "The women who came forward felt it was sexual harassment, so it was." That was never tenable.
But
you didn't stand up then, you little bitch.
Yeah, it was inconvenient for you to take that stand then, and it's convenient for you to take it now because you have such a psychological opposition to Donald Trump that you're now reconsidering positions that you took for granted before, like #BelieveAllWomen.
Snubberth, no, I wasn't actually saying Kavanaugh did it. I was speaking for Bill when I said that. If I remember correctly, Bill Maher did come out and say that that Franken was screwed, but he didn't make some big pitch about it. He didn't come out against Believe Women. He didn't make this some crusade of his. And he sure as fuck didn't with Kavanaugh. That was just, he was guilty. Female Jesus said so.
Believing everything doesn't make you noble. It makes you gullible.
True.
And leaves us with a world where Republicans don't care about this stuff, so it's just a unilateral weapon that is used only against Democrats. Trump...
What? 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 Okay, my internet didn't flub that. I heard that clearly. What the fuck?
It's only used against Democrats, you guys. Okay, let's go over the New York Times timeline again, shall we? It took them 19 days, Polly. The New York Times, 19 days to mention Tara Reade's new allegations against Joe Biden. I don't know if they ever mentioned the old ones, the touching on the shoulder thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it took them 19 days from the time she came out and said he digitized her for the New York Times to say anything about it. The New York Times executive editor spoke with one of their reporters, and they released a fucking Q&A about this, where the questioner actually asked a very good question, Polly. They said, with Justice Kavanaugh, when the Julie Swetnick accusation came out, we reported it that day. Why did it take 19 days for the Biden accusation? And this is what that little shithead said. He said it was because Brett Kavanaugh was in a very public forum at the time. Joe Biden's running for president.
Mm-hmm.
He's the Democratic National Committee's choice. He's going to be their pick. That's not a public forum. But Kavanaugh, they came out that day with her ridiculous fucking claim. A claim so fucking unbelievable that even printing it should have made them laugh. They came out with it that day. But in this case, where at least we know she knew the man, she worked for him, for fuck's sake. It's like, we're not real sure about that one. And I mean, it's not like he's a public figure or anything. Against Republicans only. Shut up.
Rides the bus with Billy Bush. We throw Al Franken under it. You know,
oh, that was so clever, Bill.
They would have clapped for him right there.
Yes, they would have.
That's why there was that applause break. Did you guys catch it? Here. Thank you, Cryptic. Bill, I apologize to Ice Cube. Mar should retire. I don't think he'll be doing it too much longer.
We throw Al Franken under it. You know.
It's just, it's so awkward. Like, I'm laughing at a full body cringe. Like, Bill, Jesus, you hear the applause in your head, don't you? Don't you?
Do you think he actually wrote into his script, hold for applause?
No, I think he's been doing it so long. It's by route at this point. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, Monkey, do you really consider how to make a left-hand turn when you're in a car? No, you just gotta click the turn signal and do your thing, you know?
Democrats are the party of choice. We can choose not to completely fuck ourselves over this. I know it's a sex scandal, and in normal times, that's what we do instead of issues. But there are actually some pretty big problems going on right now. I don't know if you noticed, but America has turned into a failed state that does a worse job keeping its citizens alive during a pandemic than Cambodia. And to me,
yeah, exactly. And does Cambodia have the migrant both in and out and daily travel and every other fucking goddamn thing, as well as the population centers, population density in those centers, as well as overall population size? No, they don't. But why would that slow down Bill, I'm the smartest guy in the world, condescending Mar? You're such an asshole.
Atheist icon, you're right. Bill, you wished for this. What are you talking about? Why are you talking about it like it's a bad thing?
Hey, good call, Atheist icon. That's a very good point. He wished maybe is a little strong. He said, I'd be okay with a complete economic disaster. Twice
He said that. And he said, we need one, is what he said in one of them.
Yeah. Because he knew it would be the only thing that Trump had going for him that was really strong. And this was the one thing that would knock a leg out from under his table that could actually cause him enough of a problem. Why aren't you liking it?
Becca, thank you so much for dropping our Streamlabs links, honey. Guys, we are brought to you by you. If you enjoy the show, hit the like button, hit the share button, and please consider tossing a donation at me or Polly. It's very much appreciated.
To me, that's a little more important than Tara Reid achieving closure. She says Biden attacked her.
Fuck you.
Those are positions. How about this for yours? Don't know, never will, don't care.
We are talking about sexual assault. And there are a whole bunch of people, Polly. I don't know if you've been watching this, but there's a whole bunch of people who are like, I believe Tara Reid, but I'm voting for Biden anyway.
I have heard people come up with
there was a New York Times column just 2 days ago. I believe Tara Reid, but I'm voting for Biden anyway. And in that, Polly, I don't know if I still have it. Let's see if I can find that fucking quote, because I love it. It's fucking beautiful. The lady who wrote it, she has this beautiful quote in the middle of it where she's like, look, I know that he did this and it's shitty, but I'm still voting for him. Oh, here it is. So stop playing gotcha with the female supporters of Mr. Biden or the hashtag Me Too movement, making them lie to the camera or perhaps to themselves about doubting her to justify their votes.
Mm-hmm.
How dare you ask the question of these women who think this man sexually assaulted this woman and make them lie? That should be a problem for you. That should be a problem for you.
I care in the macro about women being attacked, of course. But on this one, I'm with Bogey.
Rape culture.
You're not bringing in Humphrey Bogart when you say that, are you?
I don't know. I haven't watched this all, Polly, so let's see.
You better not invoke Bogart for your shit, man.
Ginger Snaps, thank you. So, which sold out faster, toilet paper or hashtag Me Too?
Nice. Well done.
Very well played.
Well done.
Who said, I'm no good at being noble, but it doesn't take much to see that the problems of three little people don't amount to a hill of beans,
in this crazy world. Okay, you know what? Fuck you.
He wasn't talking about rape, you sick son of a bitch.
No shit. He was talking about a romance triangle, but yeah, between three people in the middle of World War II.
He wasn't
Jesus
talking
Christ,
about
how are you going to compare those things?
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm with Bogey on this one.
Wow. Wow.
Fuck
dude,
you, Bill.
Really? Shrouded Angel, thank you so much for the sticker. Wow. Like I said, I hadn't watched this. This wasn't a love triangle. This was, if you believe her, you're talking about sexual assault, criminal fucking action. This is something people should go to prison for.
And it's your comparison just has nothing. Like, that's the best. The problems of three people don't amount to a hill of beans in this crazy world, as he say. Yeah, but I mean, just you would even describe it in that way, attempting to, in a macro sense, I care. But on this one, hey, there's bigger issues at stake, namely unseating Donald Trump as president.
I care about rape, but not your rape if it gets in the way. Wow, that was holy shit, Bill, even for you.
Everybody says, we need to do everything we can to defeat Trump. Yeah, except anything.
But only I, Bill Maher, am willing to go so far as to forego a woman's justice over rape to get Donald Trump out of office. Well, what a bold stance you're taking, Bill.
He just took a joke I've made many times and is arguing it as the position they should actually take. Okay, so Bill, let me ask you this. If it comes out Biden murdered a little kid, do you ignore that too because you want to do anything to beat Trump? You're willing to overlook possible rape. And that may be too strong of a word for some of you, so let's use the actual word. Sexual assault.
Yeah.
You're willing
I'm willing to overgo this woman's possible sexual assault and completely ignore it for the sake of, not smearing the presumptive nominee to make him as solid as possible going up against Trump. Geez, yeah, that's like, even if you think that this is okay. Let's just keep watching. Maybe he actually even gets more direct. Maybe he will say it directly.
Well, I'm no good at being noble either. But if in 1993 Joe Biden had grabbed my nuts in a corridor, and I was in Washington that year, and I had this knowledge and revealing it could hurt the guy running against Trump, I'd save it for my memoirs. I'd like to think.
Wow.
So here, I would do this, so you should too. Do what? If you have information out there, some unknown woman, let's say, and Joe Biden sexually assaulted you, you keep it to your fucking self. We've got bigger fish to fry.
This is... Okay, now none of this is what he got in trouble for. Well, I mean, he did get some pushback for this part of it, but I hadn't seen this shit.
I was about to say, well, no wonder he got shit for this. That's mind-blowing to most reasonable ears to hear that. But this particular part of it wasn't what people were beefing over or mad about.
They're mad at him for attacking liberals. At least what I saw. Yeah.
There's your straight priorities, right? And I don't care if this guy grabbed my nuts. I'd be perfectly okay with it. I'd keep it to myself. Like, are you fucking serious? Are you telling women to shut up and put up with it?
That's exactly what he's doing.
As long as the person you're accusing is powerful enough and in my personal interest to continue to succeed. Fuck you, Bill. Jesus.
Snubber, thank you. How is he not at the end of a Twitter noose by now? Because he slips through because he's still on the right side. He got some shit for it. Don't worry. He got a little bit of shit. But ladies, I want you. This is the party of women. I want you to listen to this very closely. If you got raped by somebody and it's going to hurt the party, keep your fucking mouth shut.
Yeah.
That I'd have a little more perspective. We have a president who says drink bleach. Geez.
You lying prick.
Yeah.
You waited 27 years. It couldn't hold another few months.
Okay.
Holy shit, dude.
Oh my God. Wait until he's actually got the office. That's what he just said. Wait until he's got the office, then accuse him of rape or sexual assault. I keep saying rape is shorthand, guys, so forgive me. Wow.
Yeah, Low Res Boy says, that's crazy. Yeah, that's all I got too. This is fucking lunacy. Like, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Listen to this guy.
This is the shit that when it comes up, like rape culture is a thing, and I'm like, no, it's not. Nobody defends it. Everybody thinks these people should be prosecuted. Then Bill comes along and goes, wait a minute. For fuck's sake, are you kidding me?
This is at least it's a valuable point of reference going on from here on out. It'd be like, what are you trying to say? That no, don't get me wrong. I'm not Bill Maher. I'm not saying keep your mouth shut or something.
Good God. Oh, okay. We still have a minute of this left. Holy fuck. How much further can that foot get down your throat there?
I was going to say, how much deeper is he going to dig this hole? Let's see.
Real quick, ex-Bubba Hotep, thank you. These pieces of shit create more Trump supporters than the entire conservative party. Wow.
That's what I would like to ask Ms. Reed. Why now?
Because when she told the original story, nobody paid any attention to it. And if you believe her, she's like, okay, this guy's going to be, there's a good chance he's going to be president. People should know this before they vote. That's why, Bill.
And everybody raising the question of why Christine Blasey Ford, why now? Well, because he was ascending to the office and I thought that now was the time. Why wouldn't that same argument work in the same way? And that's not whataboutism.
No.
It's just there is no consistency in your degree of concern. The only thing that's consistent is what you're using for as convenient at the time. I mean, this is a pretty hard line take for him to have. Keep it to yourself, right? You know what I mean? He wasn't saying anything remotely that strong in and around the Brett Kavanaugh hearings.
No, he didn't say, hey, Miss Ford, wait, whoa. Hold that to yourself for a few months.
Yeah. Why now? Well, obviously she didn't want him to ascend to the office, and they had said as much. Now's the time, because if not now, when? Yeah. Would the same reasoning not apply for Joe Biden? Even if you wanted to apply the most malicious motivation to her actions, that she was trying to nail him at the worst time that she could, the so-called October surprise, but early, you know?
Well, here's the thing. Oh God, who was it that said this? Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez reportedly on NPR said, well, Tara Reid never said not to vote for Joe Biden.
Who said that on NPR?
AOC.
Fucking seriously?
I still haven't got to see it for myself, but it was reported that yes, she said that.
I would like to hear the words around it and the tone she said it with. I'd like to.
So would I, and I haven't been able to find the clip yet. So hopefully it's been. But again, I wasn't on very much yesterday or today.
Yeah.
But
thank you, Evolved Potato, for the donation. Bill Maher says rape doesn't matter if it hurts our political side. Rape culture exists in the Democratic Party. Indeed, this is the strongest example of actual rape culture I have ever heard. Like real example, not someone's made up one.
Right.
Even
right.
Frat boys don't defend their frat brothers to this degree. You know what I mean?
Holy shit. But anyway, as far as I know, Tara Reid hasn't told people not to vote for Joe Biden. That's true. What she said is she wants people to have this information. And that's different. Because Blasey Ford was absolutely about we're not going to let Kavanaugh get into the court. That was the whole goal there. As far as I've heard, the only thing Tara Reid has said is that she wants people to know. Now, whether that means she thinks they'll vote against him or take the Bill Maher route. And now look, I mean, what's a little sexual assault between presidential candidates, you know? Anyway, let's finish this shit. Oh my God.
I'm not saying why not 27 years ago. I understand it can take victims years to come forward. I'm saying why not before Super Tuesday?
Bill, why didn't you talk about her allegations before Super Tuesday? You know, her original allegations came out in April of last year. April. When she told the story of him touching her inappropriately and commenting on her legs inappropriately. Mm-hmm. Yeah, April of last year. Bill, how much attention did you give that? With his tongue out, you froggy.
Yeah, I know. That's some hot pause game you got there.
I've been good on this one if you've been paying attention.
Why not last fall when we still had a dozen other candidates to choose from? Why wait until Biden is our only hope against Trump? And then
clearly she is a Republican plant.
She is, yes.
Or a Putin plant with her love of Putin.
Yeah. Well, she's a Russian asset.
Yeah. Let's see if he goes there. Wouldn't that be great?
Well, he kind of suggested it earlier. She had that love for.
Maybe he's going to bring them back together and tie it in a bow. Let's see.
This is just ridiculous.
And take them down.
I love that he actually put Marianne Williamson up here.
Oh, right.
All these candidates who could have done it. No, let's see. Couldn't have won. Maybe would have lost. And doesn't have any charisma. Fuck no. Hell no. Are you kidding me? Party wouldn't support. Nobody even knew he was running. He dropped out before the first. What was this? After the first debate. Come on, man. Seriously, Bill. Come on. If you're going to put up people here who might have had a chance, really?
Where's Cory Booker?
Right here.
Where?
Top. Fourth one over from the left.
Fourth one over from the left.
It's Cory right here.
Oh, you know,
is gas.
I have my Streamlabs up over it. I was only seeing 3 columns.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
It should not have. There is so much at stake in this next.
Wait, I hate how he does this shit. Watch his face here when he says there's so much. Watch his face.
Importance. It should not have. There is so much at stake.
When he does that squinting little shit.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that.
Yeah, that's Hallmark Channel level acting. You know what I mean?
Oh God. It reminds me of the South Park where Gerald gets the environmental friendly car, and when he's talking, he talks with his eyes shut, and Randy's like, "Stop doing that. That's what smug people do."
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's what smug people. Look, it looks like he's having a stroke right now.
The entire world needs to be put back together like Humpty Dumpty. Why should one person's victimhood trump everyone else's?
For real?
But you were willing to invoke Bogart. Why don't you just go Spock with the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few on this? Why don't you?
For fuck's sake. Oh God. Well, okay. The end. Okay. Fuck.
Well, there's a. I mean, look at them right there. There's your smugness. Yeah. I mean, holy shit.
Bring that back up here. I am better than you.
Yeah. Listen to me, for I have analysis.
But look how flat this side of his hair is in this picture. Anyway. So, Bill Maher pissed a few people off, and I feel like he probably should have got a lot more shit for that one. Now that I've seen the whole thing. Holy fuck, man.
You know, what I want to do, and this won't work. This is like my imagination revenge fantasy, right? Is be able to talk to both Jim Jeffries and Bill Maher 4 years from now.
Oh yeah.
And talk to both of them and say, remember when that conversation with them? You want to hold on to that opinion? Like, you were that fucking deranged. And Trump derangement syndrome isn't a fucking thing. You actually argued, keep it to your fucking self. That everything is so fucking important. It's like, are you willing to say that now that the heat has died down around the election because time has passed? And as for you, Jim Jeffries, remember when you were arguing against Piers Morgan of all people that Donald Trump was going to open death camps? And Piers Morgan said, what the fuck? Where are the death camps? Where's that happening? And you actually yelled back at him just to get applause on Bill Maher's show. Well, even Hitler didn't start killing Jews the first day. He had to work his fucking way up to it. Come on.
Oh, right. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. Jim Jeffries, in my ideal world, he would that would be like a ball and chain on him. He would never be able to escape from until he said, look, I was trying to get a laugh. It was a failed joke. It was, at the time, everybody was on the anti-Trump train. That was the vibe of the show. And that's what I said. Like, just come on, be honest and say that. I'm a comedian. I thought I was playing to the audience. It was a bomb joke, but I don't believe that fucking smart ass, arrogant, self-righteous cocksucker will ever have the fucking nerve or integrity to do it. He'll still double and triple down on it. And it's like, okay, where are the death camps? You literally compare, like, not literally like Merriam-Webster defines camps. Literally, meaning figuratively.
Don't forget the concentration camps, though, Polly.
Yeah, what, on the southwest border?
Yes.
Yeah. And are those full of Muslims and Mexicans that are
they're brown,
that are being murdered and then sent up in smoke in industrial furnaces? Because that's what Hillary did.
They're brown enough.
Damn,
and sometimes you
gotta hate. You got a hate strike? You really?
No, right? Look, the whole last 2 minutes of that thing is just like, are you out of your fucking mind? He actually ends by suggesting that there's reasons out there to overlook really horrible things somebody might have done, and not that they've redeemed themselves, which I could see that. Not that other information. No, simply because you don't like someone else.
Oh, Jim Jeffries Eagle says, I used to like him. Oh, yeah. Before he got his Comedy Central gig and it turned into like a classic Hollywood fucktard. I don't know any other word for it. I realize these are worn out things, worn out tropes. People go to California and become this or that or whatever the fuck. I'm like, hey, listen, if you're not trying to do that, you're doing a stunning impression of it.
Several people have mentioned they used to like Maher. I've respected Maher for a long time for a lot of reasons. He lost that last ounce of respect I had for him when he apologized to Ice Cube. He should have said, look, I made a joke. It didn't land. That was it. The end.
And there's not right. It's like, well, okay, that was a pretty bad joke. And it's like, hey, man.
Yeah, it was.
What are you going to do? Go down to a local.
It was a joke.
Yeah. Go to any kind of stand-up club. Like Cube, don't you go to stand-up clubs? You never seen them? Jokes bomb all the time. People do it with edgy shit. It's
here's the thing. Maher stands up for other comedians when they get in trouble. He stood up for Roseanne. He stands up for other comedians when they get in trouble. But when it was his turn to face the fire, he fucking caved. And that's when I was like, oh, fuck you, man.
You know what makes me think that is that he got leaned on by HBO corporate.
Probably.
Because he's willing to take harsh stands like this and willing to, like the one we just watched and stuff. But on that, he invites on what? The race ambassador for urban culture, throw around N-bombs. Like Ice Cube has a career partially built on it. And it's like,
no, so not partially built. Not partially built. NWA.
No, I hear you. I mean, there are words in between the N-bombs, though. But, yeah, I get you.
NWA. NWA. Anyhow, for those of you, there's white people out there. What's that N mean? You guys know. Anyway, so I like fucking with white people. I'm one, so I can do it. Haha.
I
can fuck with honkies.
There's a content creator from England. He's really into hip hop in a big way, and his knowledge of it's actually really impressive. But he's English as hell, and he kind of looks like a geeky, dorky guy. But his knowledge and fandom, like he's deadly serious about the music and stuff. His videos are great, channel's blowing up, etc. Now, what's he gonna do? The geeky white guy talking about hip hop all the time. What's he gonna do with the niggers that are going on? What's he gonna do? He calls them Nigels because he's British. He's managed to turn it into his own part of stream lore. And he goes, so his main Nigel came over and said to him, like, it's
now here's the thing. What you said, you think HBO may have leaned on him, and it was brought up by Shroom brought up something that he started downhill when he said US soldiers were cowards, but the Taliban were heroes. No, it was before that. That part, this is why when you say, HBO leaned on him, this is why I'm like, no, fuck him. Because he got up there on Politically Incorrect and said that the Taliban were the real heroic ones because they knew they were going to die. That takes a lot of bravery to do.
Yeah, it takes courage to run into a tower. Yeah.
And they were like, you need to apologize for this. Like, fuck you, I'm not apologizing for that. Arguably speaking, taking the two different things he said, terrorists are actually brave or an N-bomb. Which one of those two do you think actually is the one that you stand up and go fuck yourself? I'm not apologizing for that.
I don't think at his age he wanted to go find another network, and HBO is a pretty fucking sweet gig for him with pretty big funding.
At his age, he's made his money. He could go get a fucking podcast. He started downhill for me, but when he first started down, Bill Maher used to call himself a libertarian, and I was about. This was in my libertarian phase, and I saw him get down on his fucking knees to beg Ralph Nader not to run in an election. He did this, got down on his knees to beg somebody not to run third party, claiming to be a libertarian. Now, no good libertarian is going to do that. Nobody who's actually against both of the other parties is going to beg somebody else not to come in there and disrupt those shitbags. And I saw this man get on his fucking knees. And that's when I was like, oh, dude, you are just a strong lefty. Now, that doesn't mean I don't agree with him sometimes. Bill Maher still makes sense from time to time. I still enjoy some of his takes. He's still the only atheist out there who's really willing to go hard against Muslims, who's not afraid of it. You don't see that very often. And I give him credit for that. But this shit he just said, Bill, have you lost your fucking mind? Keep your rape to yourself if it means our candidate might win. Jesus Christ, the party of women, you guys. The party of women.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is amazing to me how often that this shit happens. And you know what? Which is worse, Polly? Somebody saying, I believe this man sexually assaulted somebody and I'm voting for him anyway. Or Bill Maher going, shut the fuck up so people will vote for him.
Yeah. That he would make the argument that blatant too. As opposed to the more it is hypocritical, but like go with what's her name did. Retired actress turned into a fucking activist. What's her name? She was in
McGowan.
Okay, no? The one in the show with her. The other one.
Milano.
Alyssa Milano. Thank you. Her name slipped my mind. Go with what Alyssa Milano did. Start talking about due process and shit. Yeah, it makes you look like a hypocrite, but nowhere near as far as this guy did. Don't you?
Keep going. Sorry.
Consider it as a question of attrition. Like, how much damage is it going to cost to make this maneuver? Do you want like all the damage or just some of it? Like go with the due process argument. It's going to make you look like a fucking hypocrite, but it won't be this bad.
Well, did you see what Rose McGowan said about this?
I did not.
Oh my, where's it at? I'm over on her page right now. So it had to be, is it this one? Nope. She, where's the statement? Is it taken down? Anyway, she came out, and I don't see it here, but I know it's around somewhere. She came out and accused Bill Maher way back when he was on Politically Incorrect, and she was on the show, of leaning over and saying to her, my mother gave me an ugly face, but a big dick. I may have that slightly wrong, but yeah, They were coming back from commercial, and he apparently leaned over and said that to her. I don't know what it means. I don't know. I just like watching them eat themselves. I think it's fucking amazing. Wait, Jerry Stiller died. What? I thought Jerry Stiller was dead. Jerry Stiller's died at 92, says chat. Oh yeah, he died. Jerry Stiller, Seinfeld and Hairspray actor, and Ben Stiller's dad died at 92 of natural causes. Thank you for the entertainment, sir. Rest in peace. Damn. Didn't know he's 92. You don't have to be sick. Natural causes at 92. Yeah, his heart or something probably gave out. But man, that's not a bad time to go. 92.
Yeah, it's getting up there, no question.
Faithless says so. His nose matches his dick. I don't know. I haven't seen it. Yeah, I don't know how old Rose was when she went on the show either, because Politically Incorrect hasn't been around for what, 20 odd years now. I don't know how old she was, and you know. It's probably around 93. I don't know what year it was. But guys, we're going to wrap up here because we're over the 2-hour mark. And God, I haven't slept worth a shit. I'm probably not going to sleep, but I'm going to go to try lay down. Did you do the Elon Musk tweet? No, I didn't know. I haven't seen an Elon Musk tweet. But we'll save it for tomorrow because, yeah, we're going to wrap this one up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. Hope you enjoyed the show. I like doing the videos like that, but sometimes it's hard because I don't watch enough of them to be like this one. I'd seen the first half, Polly. I wish I'd seen the other half because I would have been like, Polly, wait for it. Wait for it.
I know.
You won't believe what he says.
It deserves build up. I thought I was Bill Maher going to say. I was legitimately surprised. That's
I didn't
special
expect
even
that.
for him. Fuck.
I understand Rose McGowan's anger with him now. Guys, thank you so much for the donations. You guys are very, very generous. Polly, anything you'd like to shill?
Just my channel as per usual. Fun stuff goes on over there. Comic book curation every Wednesday where Jack, Inquisitor, and myself talk about everything in and around comics, including movies and all of the behind the scenes fuckery that's going on. And it's a good time. And then late night streams, noir bars. Haven't done one in like a week, so it's got to get on that. And then over on Weebo Jones's channel, her and I do cocktail hour every Sunday. We just did one a number of hours ago. And as Evil One is mentioning, yes, merch is coming. The noir bar shirts are coming. Cool, sexy noir designs. They're gonna be fun. What's up?
I'll talk to you in a minute.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming and hanging out. Always a pleasure. Somebody said, see you for after party in 3 hours. Probably not. God, I hope I sleep. I really do. I've had like 4 hours of broken sleep, maybe 5 hours in the last 48. So hopefully I actually get some sleep tonight. But thanks for coming out. Polly, thank you so much for joining me. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for the donations, everyone.